Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I saw this the other day. There was a lot of news that day, so I didn't get around to making a video on it, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Bitcoin's price dominance over altcoins, and is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? There are two very, very stark opinions about this, and so I wanted to get into that. Let's take a look at this article here. This from A&B Crypto back on July 4th, Independence Day. So Bitcoin's price dominance over altcoins surge speculated to restore balance to the cryptocurrency market. Let me read you a little bit of this. Bitcoin's resurgent behavior over the week has riled up the community again, with many sharing hopes that this time around the world's largest cryptocurrency will break its all-time highs. During these fluctuations, many patterns have also been noticed that contributed to the overall behavior of the cryptocurrency market. In a recent Twitter thread, Vijay Boyapati, the senior software engineer at Peach Inc. and a popular Bitcoin proponent, pointed out certain attributes exhibited by some altcoins during Bitcoin's price movement. He had tweeted, "In the last bull market, every time Bitcoin went up, altcoins went up even more, gaining value in BTC terms. This market seems different. Each rally, altcoins lose ground in Bitcoin terms, which makes me hopeful that investors have learned their lesson from the foolishness of 2017. Guys, you know what Vijay Boyapati is telling you? He is telling you that you are a fool for buying anything other than Bitcoin. Now, I do not agree with this sentiment wholeheartedly. However, there are lots of altcoins out there that are pretty much just garbage. Okay, take it or leave it. 99% of coins, as Brad Garlinghouse has mentioned in the past, will most likely disappear. And so maybe he's talking about those particular altcoins, but it sounds as if from this tweet alone that he is, and obviously it is pointed out here that he is a Bitcoin proponent. So obviously this isn't a big surprise, but he states that, maybe investors have smartened up. They're not dumping their money into any old coin and they're just putting money into Bitcoin. Nevertheless, what he does say isn't exactly accurate, because in the last bull market, let's bring up Bitcoin as an example. Bitcoin went up, and now we know the bulls took over in the last crypto market in mid-2015 and kept rising until the end of 2017. So I just kind of highlighted, just with purple circles here, the beginning of 2016, mid-2016, okay, the beginning of 2017, mid-2017, and then finally the end of 2017, early 2018. So as you guys can see, that pattern just kept going up and up and up. And so VJ is saying that in the last bull market, every time Bitcoin went up, altcoins went up even more, gaining value against Bitcoin. Let's look at XRP, guys. As you can see, that was not the case. There was a lot of just stagnation, right? I mean, there was a shoot up here back in May 2017, but ultimately we just saw sideways trading up until mid-December for XRP, and then we saw it really shoot up. Same thing for XLM. Okay, guys, this is XLM on a daily, and again, showing the bull run. A lot of sideways trading. I mean, it did see spikes May 2017, went back down again, didn't gain much momentum as Bitcoin kept continuing to go up and up. And guys, same thing with Tron. This is Tron. And I just wanted to give you guys these examples because when guys like this put out articles and say that altcoins were going up and now they're not, and therefore they're garbage now, not really the case. I'm not saying that I'm a proponent of Tron or XLM particularly, but I just wanted to show you why this statement isn't necessarily accurate. Okay, so same thing with Tron. We really didn't see a move up until mid-December 2017 where it did this, and then it dipped a bit and then kept going up here, topping out at about 35 cents. Yes, that's TRX. Topping out at 35 cents on January 5th, 2018. Now, there is an opposing viewpoint to this. Bitcoin dominance to hit a blockade, providing altcoins the necessary window to moon. So in this article, it states, we've come a long way from the darknet days, but Bitcoin is still being used widely as a speculative asset and is famous for its volatility, causing a couple of $1,000 fluctuations in a matter of minutes. During the high tide of 2017, Bitcoin hit all-time highs, so did altcoins, more so than Bitcoin, at least in terms of price change, which made a lot of people overnight millionaires and billionaires. People have been longing for the taste of the good old days when altcoins will go to the moon and show off their shiny new Lambos and materialistic riches. Fine. These days might be approaching quicker than expected and could be just around the corner. So why do we think this? And we're going to take a look at this chart in a bit. So the reason being is because Bitcoin dominance has caught up with the massive parabolic price rise. This has led the altcoins to nosedive against BTC. BTC. The dominance, as suggested by Josh Rager, a Twitter user and a crypto trader, will hit resistance at 70%, causing it to cool off, which will provide altcoins with the leeway to climb to new heights. And so this is exactly what Josh Rager tweeted. I brought up the tweet here. Bitcoin dominance climbing at 65%. So guys, as you know, I go to the crypto market every morning, and part of what's listed here is Bitcoin dominance, right now hovering just above 60%. Okay, that number fluctuates all the time. But when altcoins really took off at the end of 2017, late December 2017, early January 2017, Bitcoin dominance was under 50%. Okay, I think I remember seeing it as low as even 42% at some point. That's because people were taking money out of Bitcoin and pumping it into altcoins. Well, Josh Rager has noticed this chart here on TradingView, and he says just this: Bitcoin's dominance hasn't been above 70% since July 2017, and see this as a definite area with possible resistance. Majority of altcoins can continue to retest support until Bitcoin dominance drops, which could happen near these levels, so pay attention. And he links to this chart here. So this is when Bitcoin dominance was near the 70% mark, and then it dropped, and then finally here, it plummeted right at the end of 2017 when altcoins took a chunk out of Bitcoin's market share, and now we're starting to see Bitcoin dominance slowly come up, right? And as we're seeing Bitcoin dominance go down, that's when the price of altcoins go up. So now, right now, we're starting to see this here. Okay, a bit of a rally for Bitcoin, and as we know, Bitcoin is always the first to move, but could we hit resistance here and then see Bitcoin drop? Not in price, because this is not a price chart. This is demonstrating Bitcoin dominance versus altcoins. So what we want to see here, if you're holding altcoins, is for this chart to go bearish, in which case Bitcoin will lose dominance, more money will be pumped into altcoins, thus allowing us to reap rewards from our altcoins. So will we hit this level of resistance or not? That is yet to be determined. And guys, when you come across articles like this, don't let it fool you. Okay, people are not stepping away from altcoins. There is really no need to step away from some altcoins. Some altcoins will be there in the future. This almost feels like a scare tactic to me in order to get people to pump more money into Bitcoin, which, by the way, I do hold Bitcoin. Full disclosure there. But most of my investment is in XRP, mainly because it is the best digital asset ever created. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.